Hello and thank you for stopping by my channel. In this particular video, I'm going to be sharing some of the things that I learned in my recent trip to Europe. So I traveled with my family from Orlando, Florida, through Montreal, Canada to Rome, Italy. In this particular video, I'm going to be covering the things that I learned while planning for the trip, actually while me and my wife were planning for the trip. Also, how I was able to get around using the Metro Pass, and that saved us money. Some of the places that we went to, like the Colosseum, the Trevi Fountain, the water park, and then some of the shopping activities that we did. And then I would wrap up by giving you a preview into what I learned while shopping as a non-European resident or citizen. So when you pay taxes for certain items, how to get that money back. So we'll cover that in this video. Now, in the very beginning, we spent about 2 months deciding all the different activities that we were going to go to. We did research on YouTube, and we checked out channels like Walter's World and things like that. And then we decided on Rome. We wanted to stop by Naples as well, but that became like too complicated because you have to take a flight to Naples, and then we actually wanted to go to, I think, Capri, and that requires you to take a ferry, and it became very complicated. So we decided to do that as a separate trip at some other time in the future. But we narrowed it down to just doing activities inside Rome, and that was good enough. It was quite a lot of things to do and to explore. So when we arrived, we went to the metro. We got a pass for everyone. So this metro pass allows you to have a ticket that you can get on the bus or get on the train and travel around the vicinity of Rome. It was very, very convenient, and it saved us a lot of money compared to using Uber. However, one thing that I did not want to do because of the pickpocket. So when we finished our shopping, we took a taxi straight to the hotel. So that's one scenario where I don't recommend taking expensive valuables that you just purchased as a tourist to get on the train, because people tried to pickpocket us multiple times while we were on the train. So, or the metro as they call it. So if you're buying expensive items, anything you consider valuable to you, I would recommend strongly you take a taxi straight to the hotel. Don't stop by anywhere, because even just stopping to get dinner, your items might be stolen. So that was one thing that we did. But for any other thing, just the touristy things that we did, we took the train or we took the bus to get there, and that was fine. So we went to the Colosseum, the Trevi Fountain, and the water park. In the upcoming videos, I'm going to be doing a deep dive into each of these different events, but this one here is a preview as to what's coming. So if you're interested for any of the other upcoming topics, please put a comment and let me know, and also subscribe so that as soon as the video is published, you will be the first to find out. So we went to the Colosseum, the Trevi Fountain, and a very nice water park in the area, and some of the restaurants, which I would do a deep dive into the American part of town that we experienced. But moving on to the shopping, when you arrive in a country that is part of the European Union and you're not a resident or a citizen, when you purchase certain things, you can get back the taxes back. So you will have to show proof that you don't live there and show them your passport for a country that is not part of the European Union. So we did this. Some of the merchants, like I believe Hermes and Xiaomi, they use a system or a company called Global Blue. So Global Blue allows you to automate the registration of these items with customs, and it simplifies the process of getting the money back. They actually give you the money back on the spot when you go to Global Blue. But for all the other merchants that are not part of the Global Blue system, you have to go to the airport to get the money back. So I will put a link in the description to give you a list of these merchants, so that if you want your life to be simpler, you can just use those merchants or stick to those ones, and the process will be very automated. They have a place close to the Trevi Fountain where you can easily go there and do this tax return and get your money back as soon as possible. Now, for the merchants that are not part of Global Blue, it becomes complicated because you have to take the receipts, go to the airport, I would say at least 3.5 to 4 hours ahead of time, because the line is very, very extensive. And you would have to show them the items before you check it into the plane. So do not check it into the plane before you try to get your money back. So when you do that, you wait in the line. You have the options of getting the money back either as an electronic payment, like a credit card or debit card, or you can also get it as cash. I prefer to do it as cash, although it might have been better to do it electronically, because when you get it as cash, when you come back to the United States or your country of destination, you would have to pay additional money to convert it back to your local currency. So we did that. I believe we lost about 5% in the conversion because of the fees at the bank, at our local bank. So that was everything for the trip. So that's a summary in this particular video. In the upcoming videos, I will be doing a deep dive into the planning part of the trip, how the MetroPass system works, or the different routes you can reach with this particular pass, depending on what part of Rome you're staying, the things we learn at the Colosseum, the Trevi Fountain, and this water park, and then very specifically deep dive into the shopping part and what merchants to go with that are part of the Global Blue system, as well as the VAT return process for Global Blue participants and non-participants as well. I thank you very much for your time today, and I will see you in the next video.